This is Granny Maggie from Granny Magic, Professor of Earth Magic at Dead University. As always, honoring your magic. I had an experience this morning that brought something rather important to mind. And that is, what is negative energy? How does negative energy impact us? Does avoiding negative energy or protecting ourselves mean we're shutting ourselves off from challenges or from seeing the places in the world where our love, our heart, our hands, our magic are needed? I don't think that it does. I think that by protecting our energy, protecting ourselves against negative energy or stagnant energy, we're protecting ourselves against things that for no apparent reason limit our choices, make it difficult for us to react to things in a positive way, things that keep us from growing, things that don't benefit us in the long run. Negative energy, stagnant energy, really almost prevents us from acting. A kind of apathy comes over us. It's limiting by its very nature. So it makes sense to protect against negative energy. But at the same time, trying to avoid everything that we see that's challenging or negative in the world becomes a form of what's called spiritual bypassing. We just try to put a positive, upbeat band-aid on it and pretend everything's okay as we move forward. That's a very dangerous approach to protection magic. Challenges will always be there for us. Their growth experiences. Almost any time you're reaching a threshold in your development, personal, career-wise, emotionally, you're kind of on this threshold, and there's a dissonance to it, a cognitive dissonance. We're being challenged. That's our opportunity to act, to raise our vibration, to work with the energy that's around us, to see where it might be taking us, and then take steps to direct that energy at the appropriate time. After that threshold, there's usually this sort of liminal space where we're really freed up to make a choice and to act. And it's a very powerful space. That's so different from thinking you can protect yourself against everything negative or everything stagnant. So I want to encourage people to really look at what it is they want to minimize in their lives that they're labeling as negative or stagnant energy. We're growing, living, breathing, magical, spiritual beings. And we're always going to have these shifts. And we're going to have to learn to work with that energy if we want to progress. And there are things in the world that need our magic, that need our love, that need our hands. And we don't want to minimize that or disassociate ourselves from seeing those things openly and honestly. So that's just my take. You can see that somebody commented on a post I made and took me off down this direction. But I really think it's important, very, very important, to look at the things that come into our lives before we label them just as negative and try to minimize or even prevent them. Think about, what do I mean by negative? Is this really a challenge? Is this, am I on a threshold to something new? Am I growing and just experiencing some discomfort? You will absolutely know the difference. So many blessings.